Hey everybody, well, welcome to another RodzSquad Retro Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about another Turbo Grafx classic that for some reason or another is not included in the Turbo Grafx Mini that is being released next month, I'm sorry, on the 19th of March. And for some reason I have no idea why. It was released by NEC back in 1990, so I'm not sure why they didn't include this in that lineup. Fun action adventure game, actually in my opinion one of the best Turbo Grafx experiences that they had back then, and even to this day. I mean, just revisiting this old classic brought back a lot of memories of frustration. If you've ever played Contra or Akari Warriors or Commando, those type of games from way back when, this game does remind me a lot of those games, of those experiences. But graphic wise, the Turbo Grafx was just awesome. Definitely was much better than the NES and the Sega Master System at the time. More colors on the screen, the music for the game, the soundtracks were awesome. I don't get into all these specific who the artists are, those type of things. Maybe I should, but I'm more into the actual experience of retro, and me having to sit back and study the certain aspects of the technical parts of these games takes away from that retro experience, because I didn't go through that back then. I just put the game into the console and started playing, and that's what's retro really, what really gives that feeling of retro, man. Listen, you got a lot of in the RodzSquad too. We have a lot of members here who are modern game aficionados. I will always be retro. Up to this day, we're in 2020, February of 2020. I have never owned a PS4, nor am I interested in getting a PS4 or an Xbox One. The Switch is interesting. Now, that doesn't mean that I haven't experienced those, because the wife, the wife has them, and I picked them up for her, and those are her collection. She enjoys having them. Me, again, I'm retro. The most modern systems I can say that I personally own is possibly the PS3, and the 360, and the Wii. Those are the consoles that I can honestly tell you that the most modern. Maybe the Nintendo 3DS. But other than that, I mean, no PS4 for me, no PS5 for me. I'm just not interested into this downloading content. When you buy a game, you have to wait another who knows how long, so you can have the experience, because you have to wait for you have to purchase the item, then you have to download the item, who knows how long that takes, then you have to it has to be installed. That adds to the experience. So to me, I'm not for that. It's just who I am, I guess. I'm retro. I like to put in, if I go to buy my games, I like to come home, put them into my system, and bang, turn on that power button, and I'm ready to play. I'm ready to get into the experience. And that's something that I think that is lost in the modern market, this new modern world. Everything has to be downloaded, everything has to be installed, everything. I don't know. And then on top of that, I mean, you're gonna run into a point in which you're gonna run out of memory. I've seen that already a couple of times. You're gonna run out of memory, and then when you run out of memory, then what next? Now you have to get rid of some of the stuff that you like, or get yourself one of those external hard drives, and it's just, I'm sorry, I just don't get it. I got off the subject of Bloody Wolf. Sorry about that. A little bit of a rant there for me. Also, as far one more thing, I'm still on the fence about getting a Turbo Grafx Mini, for the simple fact of the exclusivity of it being only available on Amazon. I don't know. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. I like the experience of going to the retail locations and picking my stuff up personally and having a good time. That just is one of the experiences of gaming for me. So I was always a big fan of that. But getting back to Bloody Wolf, definitely a great fun experience on the Turbo Grafx-16 when it came out. one of the few games that I actually got when the system first came out, because I was just a big fan of action games. Again, I mentioned Contra, I mentioned Akari Warriors, Commando. Just always been a fan of those type of games, and Bloody Wolf was just one of those, fell into that category for me, and I had a lot of fun with it. On top of that, I really love the fact that all the games were on those little cards. We had those little cards instead of cartridges, which were bulky, that you would, can't really fit too many of them in your pocket. You need to have a bag or something like that. Back in the days, the Turbo Graphics was so unique because you could have 5, 6, 7 games that you could put into your pocket and take it with you to your friend's house, who, if he has a Turbo Graphics, you can go ahead and play the experiences at his home. I thought that was pretty cool. Back then, there was no memory cards like now. So if anybody thought about mentioning memory cards, there was no memory cards like as if you have right now. So, but having the actual cartridges, it was the only way really to experience these games at your friend's house. And enjoy them, unless he had the game himself. So, but with the Turbo Graphics, the cards made it so much more convenient. What a fun game. A bit over the top when it comes to the bosses. The end bosses are over the top. Of course, it reminds me of what is that game? It's a Neo Geo game that I really like. Metal Gear. It's not Metal Gear. I always end up forgetting that. But anyway, it reminds me of that because the bosses are a bit over the top, but graphic wise, really nice. Soundtrack was really nice. Fast paced. Again, you had to find out the different patterns on how to beat the not only the boards, but to beat the different boss characters. Just a fun experience, man. Why is it that they don't have this on the Mini? Why didn't they include this? I'm pretty sure a game like this, I mean, what a fun experience for anybody who could get an introduction into the Turbo Graphics. If you don't have one and you're gonna get yourself a Mini, what a great introduction into it because of the action and the fun factor, everything. This game is just awesome, fun. A lot of fun revisiting the old memories of this. A lot of fun memories. Splicing all the different scenes together here, so I can make this video. This game actually took a very long time to beat. Again, thank God I had the save states on the PS Classic, so I was able to utilize those because we were playing this for a while. And as always, but me and the wife are the ones who we do this together as a team. So. So she'll do some and I'll do some, and if I get frustrated then she goes and she does her thing. So yeah, I mean, we're a team. That's what the RodzSquad is about. About fun, about smiles, about having a passion for everything retro, and Bloody Wolf definitely brings us back to that category. As you can see, you go through many different boards. Side-scrolling action. You also go vertical. I'm sorry for all the steep hit, man. It's been an all-nighter tonight. But just a fun game, man. Fun game. And for its time, graphic-wise, sound, the music to this game actually fits the game perfectly as far as meeting with the what's going on the screen. So you actually get drawn into it. Fun game. I know I just went through a lot of this video right here, just talking about the different my different issues with modern gaming, I guess, and the fact that this is being sold exclusively on Amazon. Again, that's my feeling. Curious to find out what anybody else out there thinks about it. When you have one specific retailer that is not really giving you much of an option of if you want to experience this on if you want to get one, you have to go through them. So I kind of feel that that's like a monopoly on it. I'm not too a fan of that. I don't like being pushed against the wall and having to agree with someone else's conditions to buy something like that. I just like the option of going and having my own decisions on how I want to go out and pick one up and experience it. But that's where my PS Classic comes in. My PS Classic definitely comes in handy for that because I have all these games on them already. So plus I I have an actual Turbo Graphics that we purchased a couple of years ago from a friend. Yeah, the first Turbo Graphics that we had a long time ago, that I had way back when. I don't remember what the hell I did with it. I have no idea. I know that most likely I gave it to my my little brother. I don't know what he did with it, because everything that I had and I just outgrew it or whatever, had different interests. My little brother got received all my all my things. But fun experience, man. I wish it was on the Turbo Graphics Mini that is being released on March 19th, again exclusively by Amazon. Not sure why isn't it not on the why it's not on the list of games that's coming out for Turbo Graphics Mini. But as always, thanks for watching, guys, and more videos to come soon, and keep it retro. See you guys later, guys.